we're skipping, guys, as we know, Sony and Marvel definitely were in the talks, and as we heard just recently, we've got some details on what might be the big reveal in February next year. That being said, of course, Marvel and Sony to discuss something and to reveal something. The discussion is already taking place, which is obvious, and we've got more details about the whole financial part of the deal between Sony and Marvel and more. Now, first of all, as we already heard, once Marvel gets this Spider-Man trilogy, Sony wants a full approval on the Spider-Man costume. They will decide what type of costume, what color scheme, what the costume will be about. They want to play a part in choosing a right costume for a brand new Spider-Man. Of course, script and casting, Sony wants to be involved in this process as well. Same goes, they want to decide who will be actually the new actor, with Logan Lerman rumored to be among the favorites, if not the choice already. And of course, it is mentioned that the new actor for a brand new Spider-Man reboot will have to sign a 3-movie deal, a 3-picture deal, which of course means that he will star in a trilogy for now. Obvious at this point that there will be more films, but a trilogy for now, and he will sign a 3-picture deal. It is of course mentioned also that if Marvel misses any of the proposed release dates for the new Spider-Man reboot, of course, which might be held either by Sony completely or by Marvel, or it will be most likely a production split deal 60-40. So if Marvel misses a release date, so they say they can't do it in time, they can't allow Spider-Man to appear in this film in time at that time, Sony will be actually paid $100 million in damages, and then the deal would be terminated. I think it's quite an easy task, seeing how Marvel are actually revealing the plans for future films, and they are actually organizing it very well. They're tying up it perfectly with all the details, with all the release dates. Sony are set to have only 3 years and 9 months to start pre-production on the new Spider-Man reboot. But it's clear that if Spider-Man will make a cameo in Civil War, and he most likely will, this would have reset the clock on this period of time. In terms of the rights and how to use the character, Sony also asked that they want to have a full access to Disney in terms of accessible Spider-Man solo films, in regards to Disney-owned TV channels, radio networks, theme parks and more. So obviously this deal will bring a lot of money. We're not talking about films, we're talking about merchandise, even theme parks and all the TV programs. So this is probably one of the biggest collaboration deals between studios that has ever happened, and I would dare to say it's risky even for Marvel. Even though they're not bringing Andrew Garfield back, they are not bringing the TASM franchise to the Marvel, dealing with all the timeline, they're just bringing new actor and completely new reboot. Still, this is the 3rd time Spider-Man is being rebooted, and even Marvel are at risk of people actually not accepting or just hating on the trailers, on the announcements of the brand new Spider-Man, because frankly a lot of people are actually tired of the reboots at this point. So Marvel are taking risks very carefully, they're planning things carefully, and hopefully Sony will actually follow their advices. But then again, the announcement of Spider-Man being a part of Marvel now, part of the MCU, might actually overshadow the fact that it's a new actor, just another guy, because Spider-Man is joining Marvel and everybody will be cheering up. It will be definitely easier to accept the reboot, seeing how Spider-Man is not being rebooted by Sony, but it's actually a part of the MCU now. And as much as I don't want that to happen, I believe that once we will get a new Spider-Man movie from Marvel and Sony, the Amazing Spider-Man franchise might be looked at as not actually great films, not actually good Spider-Man films, in the first part, but as a final mistake by Sony. I really do believe, unfortunately, that The Amazing Spider-Man 2 will be looked at. It will be a movie that a lot of people might be actually calling on a movie which should have never happened. So that's very sad for Andrew, very sad for Mark. But for me personally, I enjoyed these 2 films, and they are still part of Spider-Man movie history. So in February we're getting a huge press event, sort of like what Marvel did a couple of months ago when they announced all these amazing films, Doctor Strange, Black Panther. We'll get the same press event in February. It is rumored that they already agreed on a date and time when to announce all of these things. So I'm pretty sure the press event will actually confirm the reboot, the brand new Spider-Man. I don't think it will confirm the production split deals and all the financial aspects of the whole deal, but it will definitely confirm. First of all, we'll get a new actor. It will be announced that this guy is playing Spider-Man. I wouldn't be surprised if the whole press event in February, this huge press event, will will start with an announcement of a new Spider-Man. The actor comes to this stage, and then somebody else like Chris Evans or Robert Downey Jr. will come to support him as well, sort of like they did with the Black Panther. He is the part of the family. Spider-Man is a part of the family. I can see the crowd cheering up. If this will be the case, it will be just huge. I believe the press event will also confirm, obviously, the title for a new reboot, whether it's Spectacular Ultimate or just Marvel's Spider-Man. But interesting enough, I really don't think they will announce that Spider-Man will actually appear in Civil War. I don't think they will reveal the cameo scene. The script for Civil War is already finished, so if they will add Spider-Man in the post-credit scene or some sort of cameo, it will be a sort of a late decision, but they still have time. They still have time to add Spider-Man to the Civil War, just a cameo. As we heard, the cameo might include Tony Stark giving Peter Parker Iron Spider suit, but the movie won't consist of such comic book twists like Peter revealing his identity, because once again I have to say the Civil War script is already written, and it was written before Sony and Marvel even started talking about all these things deeply. So Spider-Man won't play his role. His role will be taken by Black Panther. I'm pretty sure it's already in the script. Black Panther will play Spider-Man's role in between Iron Man, Captain America, but he will play some sort of introduction role. So these are the details of the possible deal, and of course my thoughts as to what we might actually see during press event. Let me know what you guys think. Check out the full article in the description box, and I'm off for now.